Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I'm G&G, and in this episode of Sleeping Giant we are starting season 4 and we are still at Essen of course, and we are taking on Grudefort in our season opener away from home. And it's been a busy summer. We've again brought in lots of players to try and push ourselves up the table and maybe sneak in a promotion push if we can really overachieve. If we look here at our transfers, we've actually spent some money this summer, 83,000 spent, but we took in 125k, so yeah, net profit for the summer. We brought in 8 players to strengthen our squad. We released a couple of players, one for money. Hanslick wasn't playing. He played for us of course in that first season, but got 70,000 in for him. Loan fees for a couple of players, Root and Rotor, who just haven't the quality we need and wouldn't have been playing, so we got money in and got their wages off the budget. So yeah, 8 players in, 3 first team players out, and our squad is looking good. We released a number of players as well, so yeah, our squad is looking good. In terms of our transfer budget, we did have a decent transfer budget actually. It was around 700,000. We put a lot of it into wages. We're under that wage budget still, so there is room for a move in January if we need it. Bit of budget as well, 124,000. And yeah, the bank balance is looking good, 5.5 million. We cleared our debt thanks to prize money and ticket sales, etc. So yeah, we're in a good position financially for this season. Good position with the budget if we need it in January. And yeah, in a strong position. And what that has done for us is that at the start of this season, our media prediction was to finish in 17th, which is second bottom and relegated. Last season, of course, we were predicted to finish bottom, so yeah, that's a slight improvement. But if you go to the media prediction of this summer and look at it, our transfer business has seen us move up to 17th in the season preview. But we are 50-1, a number of teams on 50-1, so we're right in that battle with promoted teams like Dynamo Dresden and 1816 Munich. And last season we were, I think it was 200 or 251 for the title. We're 50-1 this season. So if we can overachieve a mid-table finish and pushing towards that promotion spot, mightn't be completely out of it, but yeah, we are one of the favourites to be relegated, so we have to think about that first and try and build from there. So what else is there to look at? Our pre-season went pretty well. We lost our first 2 games taking on pretty good teams, one from Switzerland in Luzern and Victoria Pilsen. 5-1 and 1-0 defeat there, but we came back, won our next one 2-0, then had a really impressive 4-0 win away against Cardiff and a 4-0 win to wrap it up against a lower league side here in Germany. So yeah, we're looking strong going into this pre-season. Finance is looking good. The squad is looking decent. We look at the whole squad itself. It's a 26-man squad we have for this season. We have a couple of injuries to start the season. Goltz, our backup keeper, is out for about a week. So we have Rico Boy on the bench. He's a young keeper, good prospect. And Brumme is just coming back from an injury. He's missed the whole of pre-season and he's another 3 weeks to go. Thankfully we have a replacement in who we'll get to in a moment when we look at the squad. Club vision for the season is again this time. Last season it was attempt to avoid relegation. This time it is avoid relegation and to be competitive in the Pokal Cup. Work with our wage budget, which we are doing. We have a B rating at the moment, so we're doing pretty well there. Probably didn't expect us to stay up last season, so yeah, doing really well that way. So let's get to the squad for the first game of the season away to Grudefort. As you see, there is plenty of changes. So Schneller is still our keeper, but the back 4 is very different and it starts at right back. We've brought in an Italian right back on a free transfer. It is Asalo Buttaro, 6.5 wages. Not one of our highest earners, but pretty high for an average. But he brings a little bit of more quality to right back ahead of Lamy. He's not a world beater by any means, but he just brings in a little bit more quality. Good crossing at 13, marking and passing, tackling good too. His concentration is a little bit better, anticipation as well. A bit more pace as well, which I've been trying to bring in pace and height to the back line. He has a bit more with 12 acceleration. And yeah, if we compare him to Lamy, where is Lamy? Here he is, Hugo Lamy. You can see he has a much better rating. You can see better defending, better mentally, better in the air, which I was looking for. And yeah, the only place he's beaten is really the speed. He's a little bit down on speed on Lamy, but he is an upgrade in other areas which will cover that hopefully. And yeah, just an improvement at right back. Liam Morrison is our new captain with Rotor leaving, so he is in there alongside Wilson Brown, who is a new player we brought in on a free from Leicester, 22-year-old English centre back. And one of the things that stood out for me with him was 6'5" and a jump and reach of 19. Set pieces at both ends, he's going to be really important. Also though, good heading at 12, good good passing of 11 is going to be helpful. Tackling of 11 and technique of 11. He can improve, of course. We are working to try and improve him, his positioning especially. But yeah, that height at the back, and he's going to be a threat from set pieces. So Tom Wilson-Brown is in at centre back. I should say as well, we are going for the start of the season with this more defensive tactic that worked at the end of last season. We can switch it up back to the more attacking 4-4-2 if we need to. New left back in for this season is another Welshman, I should say, but coming from England. It is J. De Silva, coming in from Coventry on a free transfer. An upgrade at left back because we had, of course, Whipperford, who we released. Kalaiba is still there, but just is an upgrade, I think. 15 acceleration and 13 pace, really helpful. Huge worry for me, and I did say I was bringing in more height to the back. He's 5'4" with a jumping reach of 4, so hopefully he can just get through without being caught out. We do have Wilson Brown back there, so maybe that'll help with the cover. But yeah, the other attributes he has makes up for it really, with the first touch of 13, crossing of 11, passing at 13 is good too. His work rate is really good, his vision, his off the ball is good too, and very good composure. So hopefully, yeah, the height is a huge worry. Won't lie about that, but yeah, we'll see if that is a problem. Completely new midfield too. 2 new players have come in. First up, it is Agon Elzi, a Macedonian player, coming into midfield to improve us in that ball-winning position ahead of Westermere. But we have good options in that position now. Good passing at 12, good tackling at 13, good work rate and teamwork. His off the ball 13 as well. Good aggression, anticipation, and good physicals for him. So he's a really important player. He is coming in from Bochum. He was out on loan in Croatia last season, but he comes in on a free to play alongside another new midfielder playing in that deep-lying playmaker position is Todor Baluta from Romania. He's the player we actually spent a little bit of money on, 83,000 from St. Pauli. He is looking, get back to his attributes, he is looking a pretty decent player for us. 6'4", jump reach of 16. Again, at set pieces, he would be really helpful. Good first touch, good passing. His mentals look good too for this level, and I think he will be a good player. He's going to take Torben Rain's position for the start of the season. So if we compare the two, where is Torben Rain? That didn't go well. Hopefully that's not a sign of things to come for the season. So we're looking for Torben Rain, and he is down here, and there we go. When you compare the two, you can see it is a real upgrade in that position. A bit more experience if you look at the attributes. A bit more experience too at 27. Torben Rain's going to be a brilliant player to be able to bring into the team, to rotate, also to change a game up. So yeah, we've real depth at that centre midfield position now. On the wings, Goppel continues on the right wing. His backup is a youngster in Felix Schmidt, who we're going to try and give plenty of game time to. New left winger with Brumme out injured is a player we brought in to be competition with Brumme. It is Dennis Johnson. He looks really good. In on a free, dribbling of 15, crossing a 9 would be a little bit of a worry, but hopefully we can work on that and improve. Agility of 17 is a standout attribute along with his technique. Acceleration of 15, pace of 15, 6'1" as well, as I said. Trying to get a bit more height in the team, although he only has a jumper reach of 7. But yeah, he looks a really good winger, 29-year-old Norwegian, and with Brumme out injured, thankfully we had him in. Up front, it is our same two from last season, Bajoy and the Tiger Lobbinger, but we do have a new striker on the bench on loan from Southampton. It is Carlos Calatayud from Spain. He looks really good. Hopefully he does better than Asamba did last season in on loan. 15 finishing, 11 composure, 6'2", jumping reach of 13, good pace too. He'll be a good striker to rotate in along with Bravo. New players on the bench as well are we have a new centre back coming in on loan from Bayern Munich, Maximilian Schnuber. He looks a good backup to our two we have along with Stocker, and he'll get plenty of game time on loan from Bayern Munich. Hopefully he develops as well, and that could be a good player for the season. Hopefully he doesn't get recalled like we did last season when we had a centre back in on loan. So that is our lineup for the start of the season. New players making their debut. I think it is 6 players making their debut in this game. We're away from home. Hopefully we can get off to a bright start. So here we go for the start of our second season in the German second division, taking on Grudefurt at home. I think they beat us twice last season, so hopefully we can get a bit of revenge. Here is our lineup. The new players in, playing that 4-4-2 with the sunken midfield that worked well towards the end of the season when we pushed up the table and got our survival secured. So here we go, start of the season, lots of hope. Hopefully the new players settle in well and we can start with a win. Goal kick here for Grudefurt, 8 minutes gone. It goes long with it. Can we win it in the air? We can. It's down to Bajoy trying to link up with Lobbinger. Does that. Now Lobbinger has possession on his own. He loses possession though. That's not great from him. He was a bit isolated. He needed support there. Here come Grudefurt on the attack, coming down this side. Going to take on De Silva. He gets a tackle in, the new left back, and making up for his lack of height there with that kind of tackling. Here is Johnson. Can he bring us down this side? We hopefully have pace on both wings now. He tried to play through Bajoy, didn't quite work, and Grudefurt will come on the attack again. They're into our half and passing around nicely. trying to push up on them and make it hard for them to get through. Can we get a tackle in? Not just yet. And they're passing around very nicely, and they're onto this right hand side. They're going to take on Goppel. Ball over the top. That looked offside. Does the flag go up? No, it doesn't. Oh, I think we're 1-0 down. 10 minutes into the new season, and maybe a little bit of lack of link up at the back there. Let him go, but there was a lot of space out here on the right, which Goppel maybe let. He came in to press and didn't quite do it. The cross comes in. He makes the run. He beats Schneller to it. He finishes it, and we are 1-0 down. 10 minutes gone. Throw in here for Grudefort, and they come on the attack. 2 minutes after scoring, they're looking to get a second. They're into the box. They get turned here. Badjai dings them down. Oh, come on. Why is the striker back doing that? Oh, we're going to be 2-0 down with just 12 minutes of the new season gone. And all that hope is fading away quickly. It's Badjai giving away the penalty. Can Schneller make a save here? Big chance here for Grudefort to go 2-0 up. And it's right into the top corner, and they go 2-0 up, and that's a disaster of a start of the season. Oh, it looked so good in pre-season. I thought we'd built a really good team. It's very early, I suppose. It's only one game. It's away from home. But yeah, Schneller couldn't do anything about that. Too much power, and we're 2-0 down. Free kick for Grudefort. They're going to go along with it, and there's a man free in the middle of the pitch here, so they can get forward and try and create something. 23 minutes gone. A third goal now really would be a disaster. It would really make me worry for the season ahead. They're getting down this line. In comes the cross towards the far post. Schneller comes out, claims it under no pressure. Really good goalkeeping there. And now can we build something from the back? We've switched our tactic up to that more attacking one with the two centre midfielders pushing up, so trying to get back into this game. Johnson, that's a poor pass again. He did that earlier in the game in the lead up to the first goal, and now he's done it again. Is their keeper going to go long? Here he is. Now we should be able to win this in the air. Can we do it? We can. Can we win the second ball? No, we can't. So Grudefort on the attack here. Pop for them. Coming down this side. This is where the first goal came from. Down this right side. Goppel is there. He can't stop the cross again. It's to the far post. It's headed onto the roof of the net. Thankfully, it stays at only 2-0. Lobbing here to Goppel here as we try and create something. It's a poor touch from Goppel. He's having a poor game so far. And it is a long ball played over the top towards Morrison. Can he cut it out? No, he can't. So the striker has it. He squares it back to Pop. He squares it to Poku. Oh, he's fired it wide. Somehow that wasn't a third. Half time here. We are 2-0 down. Those 2 goals in 4 minutes early in the first half, separating the sides. We did start to come on into the game towards the end of that half. We didn't have a shot up until the 40th minute, but we ended up having 4 of them with 2 on target, and an XG of 0.38. So hopefully we can carry on that improvement in the second half. Corner kick here. Goppel to take it. Can he pick anyone out? Morrison is there. Oh, it's headed over. Oh, that's a good chance created from a corner, but we don't score. Throw in here. 10 minutes to go. It's been a quiet second half. We've brought on some new fresh legs onto the team to try and create something. Hasn't worked so far, but here's a chance. Oh, shot from Beluta. Forces their keeper into a really good save, and we have the corner. If we've got a goal now with 10 minutes to go, it could make it an interesting finish this game. De Silva will take this corner kick, and he will whip it in towards Wilson Brown. Can't quite win it. Falls back to Bravo, who's come on. Here's De Silva. Can he get a cross in? Cutting it back to Bravo, and he has to go back to Elsie. Elsie brings it in field, and this is going backwards. Wilson Brown has it. It stays 2-0. Full time whistle goes here, and it is a disappointing start to the season. Those 2 early goals separate the sides. We had a much better second half. We were probably the better team in the second half, but the damage had already been done. We start the season with a defeat. Well, that isn't the table we want to see at the start of the season. We are bottom, 18th position. We are level on goal difference with a number of teams on -2. We have 0 points. There's 5 teams without any points. So it's very early, 1 game played, but we are bottom. Disappointing to see after what looked like a good pre-season, but hopefully we can bounce back in the upcoming games. And we do have, wouldn't say an easy run of games. We have some games in there we could win. So we take on Paderborn next, who of course struggled for relegation last season but pulled away towards the end. Then it's Magdeburg, who actually beat twice last season despite them chasing promotion. We have a cup game, Darmstadt, then Hamburg and Nuremberg. And then the 2 games we're going to come back for in the next episode. 2 new teams in the division. Promoted is Dynamo Dresden, and we go away to them. And relegated from the Bundesliga is Holstein Kiel. We'll take them on at home in the next episode. And hopefully much better performances to come. If you did enjoy today's episode, please drop a like on the video. Always good to see more likes and that people are enjoying them. Don't forget to leave any feedback you have in the comments about the summer transfers and how you think the season will go. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It really helps the channel to grow and helps you catch every video in the Sleeping Giant series. There's also a playlist on the channel if you want to catch up on everything that's happened from the start. And until the next episode, please take it easy.